Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Unstable Book Pod. Firstly, I just want to say thanks to all of the besties for being so supportive
So
and
slay.
for everyone that has listened, followed us on social media. Um, it's fun. We like doing book things, so it's
We
fun when
do.
other people are enjoying it as well. Firstly, we'll just have a bit of a catch up. Have you got
Yeah.
any news, anything exciting? What are you reading? What are you watching?
Reading, oh my gosh, I am in wildside. So in the last episode, we obviously talked about it being an anticipated release. I ran into it. And let me tell you,
How far in are you?
I'm like 76% in. I've
I'm
literally,
77% in.
no, literally, I was 76% in before I left for work this morning. And I was like, I need to read this book. So I took my Kindle to work with me in hopes of like reading it. But I'm hooked. I'm so obsessed.
Okay, I lied. I'm 79%, but we're literally like at the same.
No, because I think I might be lying. I think I'm
I'm on
80.
chap. I'm on chapter 39.
I'm 80% in, chapter 40.
Oh my. Oh, we're at the same. I'm on chapter 39. Wait, that is actually mental.
We're
How
both gonna
good is
get
it?
it. I know. So good. I'm actually hooked. Like, I don't know. Elsie's done it again.
No, I was reading it and I was just. I know I'm not even putting my thumbs up. Why is it come doing that?
I know, we're keeping that in for
Yeah.
audio listeners. iOS has the feature where you put like any type of hand gesture and it comes up with like an icon on the screen. We got balloons from your last episode. We got thumbs up so far. What else have
Oh
we
my.
got?
What? I'm on a roll. Um. What was I gonna say?
We're
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
When I was reading it, I was thinking, I don't know why I'm so shocked, but I am. Like,
yeah,
because I know that I'm gonna love it, but every
yeah,
time I'm like,
yeah. And this storyline, especially because it's not so much like cowboy, but it just gels so well. And like
yeah,
the cameos
yeah,
from the rest of Rose Hill, it's just perfection. I'm obsessed. Every time I see West, I start giggling because I know he's just going to come out with something funny anyway.
yeah.
Is this
And
the
you know,
last
like sometimes, no, there's one more.
one? Oh,
There's another one coming this year.
this year?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, because we've still got Bash.
Mm.
Yeah.
And obviously, we've met who the female main character
Yeah.
is gonna be. So
Interesting.
that's what I was gonna say. I feel like with this book, you know, sometimes you can get cameos from other
Yeah.
characters, and it feels a bit forced.
Yeah.
This, it makes so much sense to the storyline and
Yeah.
it's done so well.
You know
And
what I
the
love though?
man that Reese is.
You know what I love though the most? You know Cora's link to Reese?
Yeah.
So real.
Oh,
So
that is
real.
so real. That would have
So
been me.
real.
That would have been
Literally.
me.
Just up and gone. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then Reese is like, I'm so sorry. Like, he's just so innocent.
Ford's just glaring at him. He's like, I'm sorry.
No, I'm actually obsessed. I feel like as well, this is the emotional depth that is in this, like
Yeah.
the actual storyline itself.
Yeah.
Like she's done things before.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the first time that we're getting like a really interesting. No, that's not the right way to say it. It's like
I
a
know what you're trying to
fresh
say.
storyline. Yeah,
Yes. Didn't know.
because as much as I'll eat it up every time, you also don't want same, you know,
Yeah.
like boy meets girl. So it's interesting to see two people come together in circumstances that aren't
Weird.
typical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weird circumstances. Like,
yeah,
it's not something you'd think off the top of your head that's why. Because when we first
no,
meet Reese in the other books, I would have not put that down to be the reason she knew
no,
him
no,
at all. I would never have
no.
put two and two together.
It's just, and I think because you have that like element of mystery from the
Yeah.
beginning, I couldn't put it down. I was like, no, I
Uh,
need to, and it was actually like a little bit painful.
yeah.
I sent Emma a Snapchat. I was in the bath reading it as you do. I sent Emma a Snapchat, lucky M, and I was just like, I'm in physical pain. Like this is actually hurting my heart because I feel so bad for both of them.
Yeah. I think I know,
Oh,
like, I think it was for me, without saying much at all, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's not.
yeah, we're trying to like skirt around the
Yeah.
plot.
But I
Yeah.
think the books for me, the books had me
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh. Because obviously there was inklings on something on his part that something wasn't right, but he wasn't
Mm.
letting her know. And I was like,
Really?
He wasn't letting us know though either. That this is what thing Elsie's so good at. She can write something,
We're
and we're not even in the loop. We're
no,
not in the loop until
yeah,
she puts us in the loop. Like I had no idea that was coming. Like obviously I
yeah.
had some sort of inkling, but not as in depth of what it was.
I had some very choice words about
Yeah,
Erica.
no, I did,
Mm.
and
But I
I
get
felt
it.
bad
But
about
it's the
it.
whole, yeah, because it is the whole like complex characters
It is.
and things like that. So yeah. Um,
Elsie strikes again. 10 out of 10. What a woman.
but I always love as well reading a book where, and we'll get onto this further in the episode,
Mm-hmm.
but where you can really like the female main character as well.
Yeah.
I feel I've noticed recently that like sometimes it's as if the male main characters are written and they're like the sole focus, and there's
Yeah.
not a lot of depth put into the female because they
Yeah.
know really that it's the love interest that's going to sell it because we want to read it and be like that's my man.
Yeah, we hear more
That
book boyfriends than book girlfriends.
yeah, and so sometimes then the female main characters become so two dimensional that you're like, and I guess that works in the sense of you want to be able to insert yourself,
Yeah. Like, fill the
but
gap.
then yeah,
It's like
but
them yawn
also
TikToks. Like, I get them with Lando Norris all the time. Like, yawn him. What are you doing
yeah,
here? I'm like,
back
Lando's talking to me.
back in the good old days of what's that or
What's
Wattpad,
that?
Wattpad,
Wattpad was great.
um YN. Oh my god, I'm white. That's me.
That's me.
That's me.
I'm in this book.
Yeah, but I don't want. I just get sad then when you can tell that an author hasn't put
Yeah,
care into her female main characters. Miss Elsie,
always.
all of her female main characters have had some sort of depth, or it's a bit like like with movies when they do
Yeah.
that the test. There's a test and it's like, does the female main character have a conversation with another female main character that doesn't revolve around a
Oh, yeah.
man?
Yeah. I've seen that.
Um, yeah, and I feel like Elsie's characters, obviously they do talk about the romance because it's a romance book, but I feel like they have enough depth and they stand up on their own without
Yeah,
the love
100%.
interest.
I've
You're
noticed
rooting
as
for
well.
them.
Yeah, I've noticed as well, like with the girls, even when they put together, like they do their own little cameos, say if they go on a girls' night or something, it's not
Mm.
instantly about the men. It's always checking in with each individual girl first. And
Yeah, like
that's what
how they're
I'm
getting
so
on.
here for. I'm so here for it. Like, it's the little things like that in books that make them 10 times better. Because, yes, I want to hear about my book boyfriend. Of course I do. Who wouldn't want to
Mm.
hear about a ripped cowboy literally living his life? I mean, sign me up. But I also want to know how my girl is. Like,
Mm.
I can't imagine myself in the situation if I can't put myself in her emotions and her place. Because let's be real, he
Yeah,
ain't choosing me. He's chose her for a reason. He ain't choosing me. If I was to step in Rose Hill now, Reese don't care because his girl's there. Like,
yeah,
I'd rather know how she's feeling so when I go there, I can pretend to be her and imposter syndrome my way in. It's
valid.
just what I do. I mean,
Yeah,
it's an ulterior motive because that man will be mine.
yeah. I'm a girl's girl until it comes to book boyfriends, and
Oh,
then I'm sorry if I end up in
right.
that story. I'm taking
Sorry, I'm taking your man. I'm
yeah,
taking your man. And I'm not apologising for it. We can go
yeah,
for dinner though, but I'm taking your man.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry,
I
but
just
not.
think as well, like with if you give them a bit of something, it's
Yeah.
like it 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 almost feels like looking into like a slice of life.
Yeah.
You can root for it so much more if you're like this. Like Rose Hill exists.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
right
See?
now, they're doing things. They're hanging
Yeah.
out right now.
I don't want to know. I've got them up now. I don't want to know what they're doing right now because it'll break my heart because he's not doing it with me.
Mm. Yeah,
That
but
that's
then
it.
no. But what you have to realize is that there is an unwritten man that lives in Rose Hill that is
Yeah.
your man. Do you
He's
know what I
waiting for
mean?
me.
We
Yeah.
we just haven't got your story yet.
Crazy Clyde, innit? I've
Or
got
no,
crazy Clyde.
you could have
I've got crazy Clyde.
you could be Stretch's what's it called,
No,
redemption arc.
no, 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 no,
Enemies to lovers,
no,
enemies to lovers.
no, because
I
it's
can
one of
see it. Elsie, please. I know, I think there's only one more book in this series, but please write one more and have his redemption arc be with a
I'm
young
not having
girl. So I would see it now. Her name's Tia. She's a teacher, right? She's going on a school trip
I don't want
to
stretch.
Canada.
No, I'm
And they
not.
go to Rose Hill and he's all grumpy and he's all
I don't have a
horrible.
passport. Don't let me in. I haven't got a passport. Don't let me in. I promise. I don't want Sketch. I don't want him. No,
But that's how all good stories start.
I'm telling you, it would end really badly because I don't want this man. He could hit on me and I wouldn't even say it. I'll just turn around. Sorry, you're not talking to me. No, you're not talking to me. If I'm at a bowling rink and I'm seeing all these different groups, I'm not levitating to him. Listen, I'll happily sit on the sideline and watch all them balls go, but not for him. No.
Oh, I see it.
Couldn't pay me
I
to be
see
with.
it.
No, couldn't. No, thank you. I'll pass. I think
That's
that's
what
one
they
of the
all
main.
say.
No, I mean it. I mean it. No, not happening. But who? Now you said that. Who could you be? I'm trying to think. If I'm with Stretch, then you're definitely crazy, guy. Don't
Maybe
give
I
me
could
that
tame
face.
him.
You can
Maybe I
tame.
could tame him.
Yeah, with your hospital trips, that's what you can do. You can tame him
See
on the
what he's
way
got.
there.
See what he's got hiding under that hood.
You'll be the one putting him in hospital. Behave yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually obsessed with cowboys though at the minute. I think I feel I'm in my cowboy era.
No,
But it's
and
great.
we're coming into like spring, and my TikTok for you page is once again Miley Stewart summer
Yeah,
and girls in their cowboy boots riding on horses.
literally. I've got a fantasy arc I need to read, and I fear I'm stuck on cowboy men. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm
Oh,
broken. This is what
I
happens.
think
I
I think
can't
I'm
read.
just stuck
What?
in my romance era at the moment.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be in your fantasy era right now.
Yeah. Well, I
This year's
think when you,
fantasy.
Mhm. But as soon as I say something, now I'm in my romance era. Sorry,
Sorry, no, sorry. The Cowboys win. You
to be
need to read
fair,
and Wyatt. You need.
yeah.
They're short and sweet, and they get to it real quick. But boy, are these Cowboys something? I want all of them.
Mm,
There's 5 brothers in this. 5. I want all 5.
at the
I
same
want
time.
maybe. We'll see. Dip a
Who
little
said
bit.
that?
Who said? Who said they
I'm
can?
I'm just joking.
They're fictional.
I'm joking.
Just joking.
I'm joking.
I
Give me that.
promise.
I should have got that. Me when I see Reese. I should
Should
have
have hit
got
me.
that. Dylan,
That
that
is
looks
bloody
really
lovely.
good.
Honestly, we are just a bunch of vocal stims.
Oh no. Literally, I am an iPad kid, brain rot central, like really bad.
Yeah, but 2025 edition.
Yeah.
Good old
You big summer boy.
chickens.
No, my favourite, where is this even gone? But my favourite forever will be Shanice. Your mouth is
Mouth
moving
is
a lot
moving a lot
like a
like that,
rat.
right?
Yappa yappa
Shanty,
yappa.
shanty,
Shut it,
please.
please.
Oh
Love that.
no. Uh,
Okay,
yeah, we're gonna go
so
on 2
yeah,
tangents.
yeah. It was World Book Day.
It was.
This week. At the
Yeah.
time of filming this, it was this week. As this
Yeah.
comes out, it was last week.
Last week.
Yeah. So we thought we would just talk a little bit about World Book Day, what
Yeah.
books mean to us.
Mhm.
You dressed up for World Book Day?
I did as a teacher. It's a kind of obliged to dress up because you get heavily judged by the children you teach if you don't. So this year I went as well. It's kind of a cop out, but not a cop out. But I went as House Training Dragon because it's like a brown tunic, a little bit of fur over it. Like it's not too major that I can't look like myself by the end of the day when I quickly
Mm.
get changed before I have to catch a bus home because I'm not going like
Mhm.
home like that. So I went as Astrid, but I was telling everyone that my dragon was ill, and then I had my toothless dragon, my Builder Bear. I was carrying him around. I was like, he couldn't let me hear it's because mine's poorly. I couldn't come to school without a dragon. And honestly, the kids
Oh,
loved it. I had so many kids going, I want to pet that boy. I'm like, let's not
I
touch my
want to pet
dragon,
that
please.
dog.
And literally, that's what it was giving me. He was like, I want to pet that boy. I was like, you know what? No. And
No.
every 2 minutes,
And
they're
then
like,
they go, what the Sigma?
don't get me started on Sigma, Skibbity, Ohio. Don't want Riz. I don't want to hear any of it ever again.
Minus 1,000 aura points.
No, because I get told that on a daily basis. It's not just. I actually got told this on World Book Day because I said that Toothless was asleep.
Mm.
But minus 1,000. I said minus 1,000 what? I was like, we ain't doing maths today. It's World Book Day. And he went, aura, and walked away from me. And he went, I'm him. I was like,
You got burned.
I'm literally raising brain rotters in school, and I
Hmm.
don't like it. Like, I got minus an aura point as well because I started banning stuff on the board. I was like, I don't want to hear this in this lesson. I don't want to hear this word. In this lesson, I don't want to hear this saying. And then because I was like, you know what, we're gonna have good vibes. I put a little bit of music on. They're like, can I have Think of It on? No, no. As much as I love my KSI, my JJ, no, we're not having it on because as soon as I put that song on, I've got a choir, and I don't want a choir. I want you to do your English work.
You want quiet.
And that's the thing. I don't even mind like noise because I am a talkative person. I need noise to focus. That's why I put the music on. But I don't need a choir of them going, we're in the thick of it, everybody. Like, I love JJ. And you know what? Matter of fact, I love the song, but no. Anyway, back to World Book Day. Yeah. I went as Astrid with I Borrowed Toothless, and they absolutely loved it. Like, we had so many kids dress up. I mean, Diary of the Wimpy Kid. They literally had the Wimpy Kid head on as well, so it was sick. And I don't know, do you remember Captain Underpants?
Yeah.
Well, they wrote like Dogman. Don't know if you've seen
it. Yeah.
Someone built a Dogman head out of cardboard and they were wearing it the entire day, and I was like, that is so sick. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And then we had a fair few of my children just bring in match tap books and come in as football kits, and like, I'm Ronaldo, I'm Jude Bellingham, I'm so and so. I'm like, I mean, you read it, so I can't be mad, and you've brought a book to prove it, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on. But now there's so many books, like the book, Pictures, Billionaire Boy. We had a fair few Harry Potters going on. Didn't know any of the characters except for Harry Potter and Hermione. Hermione? Is that right? So we had Harry Potter and Hermione in my class.
It's Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa.
What?
guys,
I need to
someone rescue me from this, please.
Listen, it's not my fault, okay? I say I'm gonna read them. I won't read them. I'll watch it one day.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Dead.
Rare. You can make me watch the first one on Rare. Here's my words. I will watch the first Harry Potter at Rare. Jazz, you heard this. You heard this to back her up. I will read. No. I will watch Harry Potter at Rare.
Okay. And you'll watch
one of them. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't.
Well, you are.
But yeah,
I'm trying to think about characters I dressed up for World Book Day.
That's what I'm thinking.
I once went as Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
But like, picture like childhood me in a full brown suit, hat.
Ooh.
I had my mum is the greatest. She had it like she was tailoring it to fit me. I had all of the bits. I had like a notepad, a pen. I had an ID badge. I had handcuffs.
That's so
sick. And a magnifying
sick.
glass. Yeah, she was. There is a photo of me somewhere.
See, I can't remember what I dressed up as. I know we definitely did it because my mum, like, she's one of them mums growing up. Like, we always were involved with everything possible, cake sales, everything. So I know she would have made me dress up, but my memories of Civ, and I just can't remember for the life of me. Plus, I was a chubby kid, so it was very, very, very rare I could fit into outfits my age. So sometimes it was like adult clothes dressed down. I remember we had a Victorian day, and like my sisters, both of them could fit into all these like cute Victorian outfits. I had to wear my pink and white summer dress, and I'm the only child not out of my sisters that isn't pictured in the newspaper because I was wearing pink and white and I didn't look like a Victorian child. But that's fine.
That has unlocked another memory for me. I don't know what was going on like in my childhood. So first we had Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
And then this obviously isn't World Book Day, but speaking of dressing up, we went to the Black Country for the Victorian village thing. Yeah.
Lions. Yeah.
Finn in Tia's End. Instead of dressing up like a Victorian girl, because I am in fact a female, just in case you weren't aware.
Here we go.
I went as a male, like I went as a boy. I went as a chimney sweep, and I like tied my hair back in a bun and made it look short. And we went to the fireplace and spread like soot all, and I was like, "Aye, let's go sweep some chimneys."
I need to see some pictures of this. That cannot go unshown. I cannot go
unshown. I could show the Sherlock Holmes. We then had a play when I was in school. I auditioned to be Sleeping Beauty. Brown hair. I love to read.
Yeah.
Ask me who I got cast as.
Who did you get cast as?
Prince Charming. So I don't know what was going on in my childhood, but I did also go for World Book Day as Tracy Beaker.
Oh my god, that would have been
I love
sick.
Tracy Beaker.
You know what? Tell a lie. As a kid, I like it. However, I remember I just wanted to be Saddle Club. I don't know if you know what that was. Not many people know Saddle Club, and it really, really upsets me because it was on Pop
So this
Girl. It
is
was
where
525 on Sky.
was she a
Pop
horse
Girl.
girl?
Yeah, it was cowboys. It was
Yeah.
like a ranch. They had all these. Every girl had their own horse. Every boy had their own horse. And every day, like they'd go out for rides, and maybe something happened on the ride, and one of them got stuck, and then the rest of them had to figure out how to save them. I sat there at the end of school in my mum's bedroom, 525 on Sky, Pop Girl, Saddle Club, gone. If you couldn't find me, I was there, eyes glued. I think it's the only time I've sat still and quiet for a period of time, because Pop Girl
Ever.
was where it was ever,
Ever.
ever. But you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Like, I was just thinking, if I was to do World Book Day now as a kid, I would actually choose so many shows that kids don't even know exist anymore. Because obviously
If
they would be in the book, but they wouldn't exist anymore.
if you could go, if you had to dress up again tomorrow, say for World Book
Yeah.
Day, but it was a character of a book that you read like now as an adult, who are you dressing up as? And you don't have to worry about people knowing who you are. Just like, who would you pick?
That was a great question.
So I think I'd go with Aiden
Yeah,
from Throne of
that's it.
Glass.
She went through it.
Yeah, I just feel like any fantasy book or Violet. Violet would be quite easy. Nevers, braid your hair.
That's actually hard.
Mm.
Out of any book that I've read, who would I want to be?
I could go as Bella Swan. Someone invite me to a fancy dress party, please.
Who would
Message
I
me. I'll
go?
send you my address.
No,
Not for
because
you to
that's
come. I mean,
actually.
for a party invite.
You're just going to get loads of unsolicited addresses now that you've got to go and visit. No, you know what I'm going to say? And I think this
I'll
will
come
lead
with tour.
nicely.
Sorry. Yeah.
I think I'm going to say Ava Chen from Twisted
Yeah.
Love. And I think this will gel nicely because she was the first woman to really hook me into a series. Like, she started Twisted series for me. And
Mm.
I was obsessed with her. I was on her side forever and ever and ever. Again, I met my boyfriend Alex, but it's not all about him. I liked her growth. And I think
This
it's
is
quite a simple.
a no man episode.
A no man
We need to
episode. This is
stop
about the
talking about
women.
men. It's about the
No,
women.
men are banned, right? Get gone. Today it's all about you girls.
Sisters are doing it
Sister,
for themselves.
that here and tomorrow vibes. Don't know where I went with that, but sold it. But yeah, Ava, because she's quite simple to do, because it's
Mm.
just like a normal outfit. I'm broke. I need to save all my pennies right now. So shopping for an outfit, I could just put an Ava Chen kind of vibe together.
Mm.
But no, I liked her growth, and I just like her as a character. And again, it was the first female character that really, really I wanted to be,
Mm.
because that was like one of my first books that I read, and I
I
was
felt
obsessed
so
with.
bad for that girl.
Yeah, funny. I mean, I wouldn't want to be serenaded, but if I was her, I'd definitely walk out. But no, I
I love
really
how
like.
haters and lovers of that book all agree that that is like the
Yeah,
worst thing a man has ever
no,
done.
like I love it for him, but no, because I'd walk
Like
out.
people read books about like mafia men and murderers and this. No, we all
Yeah,
collectively agree that the worst thing a book Mel has ever done is serenade her.
yeah,
What do you mean?
no,
It's not as
no,
even as if she was like throughout the whole book someone that like loves music. I
no,
just don't understand where it came from.
no. It was one of them things where he remembered he had a voice and used it, but in that point in time, if I'm Ava, I'm pretending he does
Use your
not have
voice
anything
to
to do
order
with me.
me 1,000 roses. Please do not use your voice
Facts.
to sing to me.
Order your voice to tell me that you're
Mm,
going to buy me a new house and car and give me everything I want. Don't use that voice to sing no high little notes for me.
mm.
Keep it, save it, use it for something useful, because serenading ain't it. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely go out to Ava, because again, she was one of my first female characters that I loved, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
gotta be her.
the reason that we keep saying no men allowed in this episode and women
Yeah,
only is obviously
Yeah.
because, of course, yesterday, Saturday, was
Yeah.
International Women's Day,
It
which in my house
was.
is every day,
Yeah.
but officially it was yesterday. So we thought we would just take some time to talk about the strong female characters in our lives in these books that we're reading.
Give the women
Um,
a stand out.
so I'm the kind of person that, like, when I become obsessed with something, I make it my whole personality. And so I
Yeah.
am the kind of person that I fall in love with characters and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I want to be her.
Yeah. 100%.
Um, I will never ever forget meeting Bella Swan for the first time
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
reading about her. And to some people, they might be like, she's weak, she's this, she's that. Yeah, they might not like her as a character, but I see her as a woman that knew what she wanted and
She
she
saw what
went
she wanted.
after what she wanted. Yeah, I think she's a
Yeah.
strong. Yeah, I remember Katniss Everdeen. Oh my
Oh,
god,
I love. See, I've actually read that and watched that.
I love The Hunger
No, I
Games.
haven't read it. That's a lie. I just flat out lied. I've watched them. I
I
need to
really,
read.
really, I really, really do. That would be the one thing I would recommend to read, even if you've watched the films, because if you think the first film, when she's in the games,
Yeah.
a lot of that that's happening, she has
Yeah.
so much internal monologue going on,
Yeah.
which is hard to put across in the films. So in the
Yeah.
books, you're getting so much like look into why she's making these decisions and like there's
Yeah.
so much internal and I will never ever forget. You see that? Fire is catching. And when we burn, you burn with
You
us.
burn with us. No, but that's the thing. Like, I truly, because I didn't start reading properly. Like, I don't know if I mentioned it. I only started reading like maybe 2-3 years ago. So I kind of really wish that I read more as a kid because see, finding all these female characters now, if I had found like them when I was young, because I know there's loads of books out there, and like you said, Tracy Beaker. If I was to read those books instead of watching them, I feel like I would have felt better as a woman because you see like a woman go through things and you see her come out of it on a better end and stuff. Like I feel like growing up, especially, that would have helped so much because like
Mm,
teenage years, especially, are some of the hardest years for a female because of all that your hormones and people don't believe like your hormones are as big as they are or as massive as they are. But I really feel like if I started reading younger and I had these connections to make and I had these relationships to build with these female characters, that I would have been a different person a lot earlier on because books have
mm,
truly, truly shaped me to be a better person because I
yeah.
just see, I heal, like parts of books heal me for me. And it's like seeing, like we said in the other book, when I read Done and Dusted, I proper linked in with Clementine because it felt like me and it just felt like you heard without actually having to speak, and it was just magical. And I
Mm,
really regret not reading more as a kid. Like I read the House Trained Dragon series, but again, that's more men, not
yeah.
like more men. Like there are female characters in there, but it's more the boys and the dragons. And like as much as
And
I love
their
dragons, and
storyline.
yeah, you don't really see more of like Astrid or what's her face? Is it Snotlout? Is that her name? The twins. There's
I
twins. I can't remember.
literally, I was forced to watch How to Train Your Dragon last year because I'd never ever seen it because
Yeah, but
Tia
the books are
decided,
completely different.
uh,
The books are
well,
completely.
Tia
There's
decided
11
that she
books.
wasn't, you decided you weren't reading Akatar until I watched How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna do something new if you weren't gonna do something new. Come on, even the playing ground a bit.
Mm,
You gotta
who
do
else
it.
is
But
there?
no, tell me it wasn't a good film though.
Yeah, it was alright.
Tell me you didn't enjoy it. Tell me you didn't
No,
enjoy
I
it.
did. Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Bit more than
Solid seven
alright.
out of
Behave
10.
yourself. Behave yourself. But yeah, there's like 11 books really, and none of the books are like the film at all. Like the books are completely different. Like the whole concept of catching a dragon in the book compared to the film is completely different. Like they have to go in the books, in the first book, they have to go into a cave and steal a baby dragon and try not to wake all the older dragons. Obviously, in House Strange Dragon, that's not what's happening. They're having this like war between dragon and men, and then he accidentally hurts Toothless kind of vibe. Like they're completely different, but they're honestly my favourite books. And I tell the kids all the time when I go into school, because in year 4 it's one of their recommended reads. I'm
Mm,
like, if you like this type of book, please read them. I know there's so many, and I know it's daunting. I know the pictures aren't great because they look like squiggles. They're supposed to be like penciled marks. So they're not the best illustrations, but they are stunning for the book and the vibe that it gives. I'm like, it's funny. It's like it teaches you more about yourself. Like it teaches how Hiccup doesn't want to be a leader in the beginning, but then grows into being a leader. I mean, this is how important books are because they have such hidden messages that you don't realize until you're older. And it's why, I really regret not reading because I feel like if I grew up with the fictional women characters that are like are similar to the ones I read now, I generally think I would have been a better person growing up. I'm not saying I was a bad person, but I wasn't great and I wasn't perfect. And I don't think
It's
anyone can be
even
perfect ever, but
no.
it would have helped.
It's nice to have like it does, as you said, like teenage years are hard, and it does start to feel
Yeah,
like having this like extra support system because
yeah,
I've always been like quite a big
yeah,
reader. I fell not fell out of it, like I would still read. Um,
yeah,
it's only in like the past couple of years that I've made an effort to like dedicate time, if that makes
yeah,
sense. But
yeah,
there are so many stories like growing up where you don't even realize that you're leaning on them until you are, and then you're like,
yeah,
that's why I'm such a big advocate for things like World Book Day. And also making sure that it's not just fun and games for like, I get it's fun and games for the kids to dress up, but to like
yeah,
really, because I think as well, a lot of these kids now are probably only reading when they're in school and being encouraged to. Like,
yeah,
I'm not, this is not me dunking on anyone's parenting skills, but I just think there's so much more to offer now. Like, there's games on the iPad, there's YouTube, like, there
yeah,
are so many it's so easy to get onto like Netflix now and
yeah,
watch a show. So I appreciate anything that encourages children to read more because
yeah,
it's just such, yes, it's good for like your literacy skills and
yeah,
communication and stuff like that, but it's so good for emotional, uh,
yeah,
like maturity as well. And
100%.
seeing, I'm becoming more empathetic and seeing
Yeah,
other people's lives and like struggles that other people are going, like you say with Done and Dusted, that was really good for you to read that because
yeah,
you could relate to it. But also
yeah,
maybe someone that can't relate to it can read that and be like, oh my God. And they learn to become more forgiving
yeah,
toward,
because
like,
they're
it's just
understanding.
such a special, yeah.
Yeah, it's
They
like
might
the
never
quote.
come across it.
Yeah, it's like that quote though. A person who doesn't read only lives one life, but a reader lives 100 lives, or a
Mm,
thousand lives. Like it's so
yeah,
true because I guarantee you, even if you pick up a book in the same genre, the stories are going to be completely different. And even
yeah,
if they have like similar parts and similar tells to it, you've still lived another life and you've got another experience and you've learnt something new. Because not every single book, like we say, you can go to some like series and you can get the same vibes. Like Cowboy is usually grumpy cowboy sunshine kind of vibe, or like single dad kind of vibe, and you kind of get the same story, but each character in each book is so different as well at the same time. Like I
mm,
think it's just important that people remember how much you can learn from a singular change in a character. And it just makes me baffled that I was once a person that said, I hate books, I will never read, books are disgusting. Look at me now, I've got a collection and I just keep wanting it to grow because it was the fact that I hadn't found a book that I liked yet. It's like the
yeah,
power of yet. You haven't found
yeah,
something you like yet, but
yeah,
why should you stop looking? And
yeah.
I feel like that's why it's just so important for people to keep reading. It's so like
That's,
keep trying.
I saw a thing yesterday, I think, and it was like it wasn't about books, but it relates to books. It was like I find it so
Yeah,
mad when someone say like I hate. Imagine someone saying I hate drinks.
yeah,
Well, no, you just haven't found the drink that you like.
yeah,
Like water is different to Coke.
yeah,
So to say I hate books, it just means like my dad's not a massive reader, but
yeah.
I got him for Christmas Diddley Squat Farm, Jeremy Clarkson, because it's
Yeah.
about something that he already likes. Shout out to my dad
Yeah.
because he keeps threatening to come
Shout
on the
out Jeff.
podcast.
But
Yeah, he's like,
no,
let
we
me
need to
read.
get you down on here.
He said, let me read Diddley Squat, and I'll be on to tell the people how it is. So I'll
No,
get
get
him
him
to read
on.
it. Oh no, we
Get
don't.
him
But I'll
on.
ask him. I'll ask him
I
how
want him.
he.
Imagine.
Um. So that's as well the point I was making earlier is
Yeah.
yes, as much as it's fun with the main male characters for them to be like swoon worthy and all this and all that, um, but we have to remember the power of having the good female main characters. Like one that I
Yeah.
really love. that I think she gets forgotten about a lot is
Mm.
Winter Hamilton from
Yes.
Reckless,
Yes.
because she just, to everyone else, they just have her down as like this really miserable, horrible,
Yeah.
standoffish person.
Yeah.
And it's like Theo is the only person to take a step back and be like, let's actually take a minute to
Let's
get to know
not.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's know her, not what people think of her.
Yeah. Just
It's
because
like
she's not
so
as
important.
sunshiny as her sister doesn't mean
Yeah.
that she's not a good person.
Yeah. And she's
And I
not
like
worthy of
that.
people's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Because
I
I think with
like the.
me,
No,
there
go.
you go.
Go. Go,
I just think
girl.
I worry sometimes that I come across like that with people, like really like standoffish and like guarded,
Yeah.
because you have to like work. I think like I
Yeah.
can admit that about myself. You have to work a little bit before I'll open up, because I'm just like,
Yeah.
I think I'm very jaded. Like I try to be positive,
Yeah.
but I'm quite a jaded person. So for me, it's
I feel
like
like
if
that
you
for
can,
everyone.
yeah. But then there are some people that are just so sunshiny and get on with everyone, and I'm like, that's
But
not
that's what
putting,
we see.
yeah,
That's what we see. And that's why I like
yeah,
to see books like similar to you. Like, I like the characters that are more reserved in the beginning and that find themselves throughout the book. And like,
mm,
it's like with the recent read we've just done, like Charlie, I am obsessed with that girl because she started off as very locked in, very like anxious about stuff, very paranoid
very
about what everyone
rigid.
thought about her, very rigid. And then like she just grew into like this social butterfly who went for what she wants and did what she wants and told people what she wanted to tell them because it made her happy. And I feel
Yeah,
like I love a book that starts, as long as you have someone like that and you let her grow,
mm,
then I'm going to be hooked. If you then trap her back into a bubble by the end of the book and you like leave, I don't like it.
no,
Let her become a butterfly. Like make the caterpillar go to a butterfly and make her fly away. Like I
mm,
really, really love that. And I feel like in Charlie Method she did like Elle did that really amazingly. And
yeah.
I just loved it. Like she's definitely one of my favourites, I think,
I do
because of
love
how she grew.
I love the message of start living your life for yourself and not for other
Yeah.
people. So any female
Yeah.
main character that we get, I think, or I love, is a sort of currently a trope in Wildside,
Yeah.
is that female main character that's so used to like being this lonely island and
Yeah.
doing everything for all of the other people around her. And then you get
Yeah.
someone that, without even having to ask, they just show up and they're like, let me take care of you for once. Like,
Yeah.
what do you need me to do for you?
Yeah.
I love that.
I feel like I need that in real life though, because I'm very
Yeah.
much like that person. I've been independent for so long. Like I
Mm.
started working from younger and everything because I knew I wanted to and that I could do that myself. But it makes me think now, will I find someone that I can allow to jump in my life? And then I think back to these books, I'm like, well, if they can do it, I can do it.
I can do it.
Like,
Yeah.
I know it's fictional, but if they can do it and I feel like them, then why can't I? And it's why
Mm.
I just kind of like it. But I also say, like, really like though, because we're saying how we need someone. I also like characters who don't need anyone. Like, she knows she can have him and don't need him. Like, and this is going to bring us back to my girl Diana, or our girl Diana. Like, she went through it and she became the sole reason for everything. Like she chose to do whatever she wanted, knowing how she felt about a certain person, knowing that really and truly if she wanted to, she could go back, but she chose her. Granted, her choices during that period of time weren't the best, but she chose her first and she
A
knew
girl's gotta
that
do what a girl's gotta do.
I do. And she took it like it took her. So in the beginning, she's working towards becoming someone with someone, and then she's her, and she's fully just all her. She's doing things that she needs to do, wants to do, in her mind has to do, and isn't worried about the man. And I
Mm.
think that makes such a powerful female character because, again, as much as I love the romance, I want to see you as an individual. I don't want to see you latching to a man and look like you need a man. Like, show
Yeah.
me the independence we teach girls to have because
Mm.
yeah, it's all lovely and lovely having your person, your soulmate, but show me you as a woman
Mm.
first. Don't show me
Yeah.
you as a partnership first. I want to see you as a person first. And I always say this, and it's something I say to the girls in my classes now when I teach. Do not worry about what other people think about you because their perceptions are going to be different to the person over there. When you're looking
Mm.
at a board and you all are looking at the same image, you can see it head on, but someone across the room can't see it at all, and they'll have a
Mm.
negative like connotation to it. So just worry about what you're doing and do the best that you can, and don't stress about what other people do because they're not seeing it the same way as you. Like, someone might not like me and you could absolutely love me, but that's fine because they've seen a different side to me with what you've seen. And it's, yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes it is misjudged and mishappened or mishaps or like previous experiences, but it's not going to be the same for every person. So I tend to like try and teach the girls that I'm around now, focus on you, because like I said, teenage years aren't fun. They're
no.
not fun. We all look forward to being a teenager and growing up to be an adult, but they're not fun
Until you're
at all. They're
doing
one of
it.
literally,
Yeah.
it's one of the most scary times in like the world for me personally as a girl was growing up, because you just feel so misunderstood. And I'm just trying to make sure that the girls who I teach now or that I just talk to on a daily basis know that they just need to focus on what they like can do for themselves and what they want to do in the world for the world themselves, not to worry about what everyone else thinks, because everything will just come into line. And
I
this is
also
why this is
think as
coming back to the
well,
book. Yeah,
um, so like I've got on here, I've got a list of some of my favourite female main characters.
yeah,
One that is definitely quite controversial. A controversial pick, obviously, is
yeah,
Nesta, right, from the
yes,
Akatar series. But
yeah,
this is where my argument comes in, and you can say this about characters, and you can say this about individual books themselves.
yeah,
Not everything is going to
mm-hmm.
be your taste, yeah?
Yeah,
So, like, I might have a book, let's just say, for example, you love Twisted Love, yeah, by Anna Huang.
yeah,
I love Twisted Lies.
yeah,
And I can still appreciate that that book meant something to you. It didn't mean as
yeah,
much to me, and the same way for Twisted Lies.
yeah,
So then when things come up about Nesta, valid, I understand people's points. She was horrible and she had her moments and she was a raging, I'm not going to say that
yeah,
on International Women's Day, but I can
no,
understand the argument, but then also take a step back and then just think, well,
mm-hmm.
maybe this character wasn't written for me to understand.
Yeah,
You know, like I'm
100%.
very much a Nesta girly and I can
Yeah,
understand and relate what she went through. Are you telling me that every single person can say they've never acted out of spite and they've never done something that was
yeah,
hurtful because they were hurt?
yeah,
Everyone has lashed out when they're hurt.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and then I added after a lot of deliberation. Is that the right word? I think it is. I
yeah,
then also added Feyre, right?
yes,
Because I think where the whole battle has come in with the Nesta thing,
yeah,
it then became too quick to actually start picking apart Feyre, right? And being like, well, actually, what
yeah,
she did was wrong. And I fell
yeah.
trapped to that. I think
No, I'm
because
guilty of that.
yeah, I think because I haven't, obviously, Silver Flames was the most recent that I read, and I haven't
Yeah,
gone back into that world in a while. I had to sit there and be like, actually, number one, her and Nesta are two sides of the same coin. They've both been through the
yeah,
same thing, and the way that it shows how different people
yeah.
react
It's
to the
like what I said
same.
about the ball. Like,
Yeah,
when you look at the same image,
yeah,
but you're getting two different views because you're in two different people in two different positions.
two different
It's going
reactions.
to be different.
They're still
Yeah,
good. They're both good people at the
yeah,
end of the day. And another thing, this is sort of a very funny tangent, but it also goes to show the power of, again, like what you're saying, of point of view.
yeah,
Because when you're reading the story through Feyre's point of view, it's very
yeah,
much like Rhysand is this man who can do no wrong and he is like God's
yeah,
gift and everyone loves him. And
yeah,
then you read him not through Feyre's point of view in A Court of Silver
yeah,
Flames, and you're like, he does make some. I'm not crapping on him, but he does
yeah,
make some questionable choices. So again, I
yeah.
just think it adds to that message of the power of point of views. And
Yeah, like your perceptions, everything, like it's
mm,
going to be different. It is,
yeah,
everyone's going to have a different opinion, and I think especially now with how big book talk is, especially now, I've noticed there's a lot going on at the minute where they're tearing down certain books or certain genres because they don't like them, and you just got to be mindful. Like, if you don't like it, just don't read it.
yeah,
Just
it
don't
just
go for
wasn't
it.
written for you.
No,
There are
just
so
find
many
something
books out
that.
there. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you'll find your part of book talk if you just keep focusing on your part. If you don't want to stay on a certain part of TikTok, I
but
just don't
you build
don't.
your For
It's
You
fine.
page.
Yeah, brick by brick. It's built by what you sit there and watch, or you sit there and like. Even
Yeah.
if you don't like it, you watch a video all the way to the
Book
end, the
talk,
algorithm's
book
going to
talk,
you back.
yeah. Book talk only recommends bad books, but you're interacting with them. That's why that's the only recommendations that
The
you're ever going to
algorithm
see.
can't tell you what you've said. The algorithm's just said, okay, you've commented on this video, you must like it. I'm going to send you another one.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, just scroll past it, hold it, press dislike. Like it, you don't have to sit there and watch it. But anyway, let's bring up the vibes.
Yeah.
Shall we do a game?
Okay, so I'm thinking of a person, and then
Mm-hmm.
Tia has to ask me yes or no questions to then
Yeah.
try and guess who I'm thinking of, what character I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you guys are going to play along with us. So you can, if you're listening, you can try and guess
Sound
along.
off
If
in the
you're watching, just try.
comments with your guesses.
Yeah, see how did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so and it's female edition for International
Yeah.
Women's Day, so it's just female. So I don't need to ask the first question. Is it a woman? Because I
Yeah.
already know. So my first question: is it a character from a small town romance?
No.
Great. That's my idea's gone. Okay, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna have. I feel like I'm just gonna have to do the genres. Is it from a fantasy?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a fantasy that we read together last year?
No. We didn't read it together. No.
Okay. Is it a fantasy that I recommended to you?
No.
I'm stuck now because I don't know what fantasy I read last year. Wait, is it a fantasy that is it a fantasy that I've read this year?
No.
So it's last year. What fantasy books did I read last year? Okay. Is this character from a Sarah J. Maas book?
Yes.
Okay. Is this character in Court of Silver Flames?
They are in that.
Is she
Yeah.
one? Is she in that? Is she the main character?
No.
Okay. Is she in the remainder of the Akatar books?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have a guess. Is your female character Moore?
No.
Like Moore again. Okay. What's her name? Okay. Is she really small?
I
She
don't
kind of
think
gives
so.
Edna vibes.
No.
I can't remember her name. Is she a part of the Night Court?
No.
Okay, it's not her anyway. Is it Elaine?
Yes.
Yes. What was her name? I was thinking of the one. What's it? Amran. I was thinking of Amran.
She does give
But
Edna vibes. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah, I was like, if she's not in the Night Court, then it's not her. Okay, Slay. So
Okay, now
your
it's my
turn.
turn. Oh my god, I'm scared.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be really bad at this.
it's hard.
I'm just gonna end. I want to try and ask different questions, but I don't know.
Okay.
Am I from a fantasy series?
No,
No. Am I from a small town series?
technically, yeah.
Am I sports romance?
No,
Okay. What? Am I part of like an interconnected series?
you will be.
So am I from the first book in a series?
Yes.
When did I read this series this year?
Not this year, no.
But I have read it.
Yes.
Is only the first book out?
Yes.
What?
I know it's hard, isn't it?
Am I the main character?
Yes.
I'm the main character of something that's going to be a series, but only the first book is out. And I've
Yeah,
read the first book.
you have.
Did I rate it 5 stars? Do you know?
I think close to it. You are very hard with your ratings.
Yeah.
Can't tell. I think it was close. It was like between a 4 and 5. I'll give you that, I think.
I genuinely can't remember a single book I've ever read. What series have I started that... What? Was it a book
Did
club
I give
book?
you a hint? Yeah,
It was a book club book. Wait.
yeah. Just think of the ones I've read. I didn't read many.
No. My face is going to be really bad for this camera because I'm really. Can I have a little clue?
We read it together.
Oh, that doesn't help. My brain has gone blank.
Pause. Right, you can go again. Sorry, there's another bang.
Oh. Um. Oh my God, why is this so hard? I genuinely can't think. Book club book. What have we read in the book club?
Got another hint.
Yeah.
Just towards the end of the year. It was like at the end of the year. We read it
That's a.
together. It was a book I'd pick. Main character. Kind of a small town, technically.
Wait, I might have to give up. I genuinely can't think of a single book.
I
This
mean,
is
you
so
know what? This
bad.
one is hard. One is hard. It is hard.
Have I read other books by this author, or is this like a new author?
No, I think this was your first by that author. I think. I have
Why?
recommended more books by this author because I've read more of this author.
Can I get like a
I
first
promise you.
letter?
S.
Of is this of the character or the book?
Of the character. Do you want the book?
Yeah, do the first letter of the book.
H.
H.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kick myself, aren't I?
you really are. Because
I'm
we didn't
sorry.
read that many books together at the end of the year, girly.
End of the year. What? I can't remember what we read. I'm looking around as if this room's gonna
You
help
know
me,
what?
but
I'm
none of
actually
my
so
books are
proud of
here.
myself. I'm so proud of myself now for my guess. You actually smashed it.
Yeah, you really did smash it. It's technically small town,
Yeah.
and it begins with H.
Yeah. And the female character begins with an S.
No, I'm gonna have to give up.
You give it up?
Yeah,
It's Store from How My Neighbour Stole Christmas.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that book.
We read it together at Christmas.
I'm so
I can't remember
annoyed.
what you rated it though, but I really, really
Rated
love
it
that book.
like a
And it's
three
the first.
star.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
See, I rated it 5, so I was like, surely she would have rated near that. I was like, no. Because that second book comes out this year, and I remember seeing it, and I was like, Chels, Max is getting a book! And you were. But yeah, it
Oh
was
yeah.
Store.
Oh okay. All right.
That was a
I've,
hard one though, so I do
yeah,
apologise.
that was really hard. Okay, I've got my next character.
Okay, again, I think feel we have to start with like the genres.
Yeah.
Am I sports?
No.
Okay. Am I small town romance?
Yeah.
Have I read it this year?
No.
Okay, no, I haven't read many small town this year. I don't know why I'm playing out with that question. Um, okay, small town, not sports. Am I cowboy romance?
Mhm.
Okay. Am I a doctor?
Yeah.
Am I Winter Hamilton?
Yes.
So good.
How are you so good at this?
I don't know. I actually don't know. But you mentioned her earlier. I was like, surely not. She would not. But and then with that, especially with the Elaine one, what helped me is you spoke about Feyre and Nesta, but you didn't mention Elaine. I was like, is that a reason? That's why I gave. I don't know. You spoke about Winter as well, so right.
Okay.
Okay, I've got this next one.
Am I from a fantasy series?
Yes.
Did I read this series this year?
No.
Is it a completed series?
No.
Did you love this book?
Yes.
Am I from Fowlus?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Like yeah, kind of.
Some. Kind of.
Like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. I'm not the main character.
No.
No. Oh, what's her name? Am I?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Ah,
Adina.
yeah. I knew you had the person. I just had to give you the letter. You
Yeah.
had it. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
You smashed that one, see?
I'm gonna be completely
Okay.
honest. I'm gonna go off script because my next guest was
Oh no.
Hayden.
Oh my god.
Then I don't want it to be too same. So let me just give me
Okay.
like 20 seconds. Just
No, that's fine. You think
watch
early.
my brain work. You ready? Everyone
I'm
watch
trying
it?
to see the cogs turning already. Just think I've read it. I haven't
Yeah.
read that much. So you ain't got many to choose from compared to you.
The problem is finding something that we've read together.
Yeah, because you are
I've
Speedy
got one.
Gonzalez.
I've got one.
Okay.
Hit me.
Am I contemporary romance?
No.
Am I fantasy romance?
Hmm.
Am I in a 7-book series?
Yeah.
Am I someone the female character was worried about?
Mm, I mean, she doesn't worry about many people, but I would say she cares.
Okay. Am I someone that got with the main male character before meeting the female main character?
Oh, I can't remember. The
Okay,
timelines
am
are
I Imogen?
blurry. No.
You're not Imogen. Oh, okay. Am I Logan's missus?
No. No, 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 no.
Eh?
Huh? There is another woman
Oh,
in
am
this
I
series.
Nismera? Am I Nismera?
No.
Oh, am I Gabby?
No.
I'm just naming females.
Yeah, you need to ask questions.
I've just named all the females I know.
No.
Imogen.
I'll give you one clue.
Oh, am I Diana?
No.
Diana's not worried about her, but she cares about her.
Well, it's quite hard to
Am I the
answer that.
witch?
Yes.
I can't remember her name.
This is where you can tell that Vincent and Camilla are like
Camilla.
some of
That
my
was
favorite
it.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I obviously went for Imogen first because I think maybe she'll go for my new love of my life.
Yeah,
She'll
maybe.
put me in that. But no.
Then I just
Right.
say
Are you ready for your
Amber. I just need to message out here.
love you?
Amber. Amber.
Love you. Listen.
I Camilla, and I'm not going to name the name because I don't want to mess anyone up with spoilers. But if
Yeah.
you're not planning to go where you're hinting at going, you need to give
Yes.
me 3 to 4 business years to prepare because as much as I love Diana and Sammy, and I do, I need this. Like I
Yeah.
need this.
Yeah.
So you need to let me know
Yeah.
if that's
And
not what you're planning. I won't tell anyone, but I
yeah.
just need to know.
And but I want in.
Yeah.
I want in with this information. Because
Oh,
she can't know that.
when
I have to know.
when I say I'm not telling anyone, obviously that doesn't include T because same brain. But
Sorry.
I won't
We
tell
come as a
them
pair.
that. Yeah. Okay.
We're
My
thing one
last
and thing
one.
two.
All right, hit me.
But yeah, go. You're
Oh,
guessing, love.
I know. Am I from a romance book?
Yeah.
I'm in a
That's all I
romance.
read.
Yeah. And
That's
fantasy.
all I read.
Am I?
Fantasy is romance. Like, all I've read.
Oh yeah. Am I sports romance?
No.
Fantasy romance?
No.
Small town?
Yeah.
Cowboy?
Yeah.
Was I written by Elsie Silver?
Yeah.
Do I live in Chestnut Springs?
You do.
Okay. So I take it I'm like, that's the series I'm looking for. Okay. Who are
Yeah.
the characters in any of those books?
Well, technically, you're in the series.
Am I not one of the female main characters of the books?
No.
I'm not a single female main character.
No.
What?
But you're in Chestnut.
Alright, now I have to work out what book I'm in. Am I in more than one of the books?
Kind of. I think. Yeah, I think.
Am I the sister?
What sister?
Violet?
Yeah. So like,
Yay!
what sister? You are. And I say this, she is in Chestnut, but her main series is the
But
other
she's
one
technically living
that
in
we
Ruby
read.
Creek at the moment. So you
Yeah,
nearly
but
got
she's
me
in
there.
Chestnut as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but when I first read Chestnut, she was Chestnut. 'Cause I only read Ruby Creek recently.
Yeah. That was
So yeah,
fun.
that was Guess Who. I think we've actually smashed that.
Oh, well, yeah, I needed to after the stinker of the first one. That was so bad.
To be fair, it was hard. It was hard. I
Yeah.
did start with like the hardest one. I don't know why I did
That
that to
was so
you,
rogue.
but it
That
was
was
funny to
honestly so
watch.
rogue. Yeah. I was
I
sweating.
know,
I was
but
like, I'm
I
gonna
thought
lose
you
my
would have
job.
had a book club.
I could not
Thought you would have had
remember.
it a book club. I didn't read many. I didn't read many. Also, this is a reminder for myself and for everyone watching this. The first episode of next month will be our book club read.
Yes.
The first caller. So this
First
is
time
your reminder
caller.
and my reminder because I've still.
I have read it.
Yeah.
And I have notes.
She's completed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have notes.
I'll bring a notepad.
Because also, I just wanted, obviously, we spoke in the last episode about our WhatsApp community, but now I can't remember. We also
We did.
run them on Fable. So
We do.
my thoughts are on the chat log on Fable. If you guys want to read
If you
and
want to find
have a
out
look.
before me, find out before me, head to Fable because I always forget to use it. So
Yeah.
she has no, she's not stressing. She's not stressing
No.
about me using Fable because I forget to use it every single time.
I won't know what she thinks about
But
this
yeah,
book
so that was,
until the episode.
yeah, and then I'm going to have to write it down because I will forget myself what I think about this book. Chaos. Anyway, but yeah, that was today.
Guess
We
who?
sailed.
Yeah. Thanks so much
We
for
did it.
tuning in. Sorry if I ever have a resting
Yeah.
bitch face. It's hard when you're like focusing on a conversation to then remember that like your face does things. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my eyebrows are stuck in an arch.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I want to
I'm
look
not a very
symmetrical.
smiley person either.
No. I've noticed though, after that first episode, I lean forward to laugh so much. It's like I'm getting in people's grill. It's like,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
But yeah,
If
I
you
know.
are tuning in on YouTube, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, all of those good things.
All that
Leave us a
jazz.
rating on Spotify. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Fable. You can't escape us, we're everywhere.
No, you can't. And if you are listening on Spotify, you can comment and tell us how you feel on that as well.
Nice.
Don't forget to leave us a comment.
Yeah, let us know what you want to see us discuss. We're open to,
Yeah.
Okay.
Suggestions. We are very much.
We shall
Well,
see you in
thank you.
next week's episode. Bye, guys.
I guess. Bye.